Are you guys ready? Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Here, give it to me, I'll do it.
Clear shot, yeah.
Has a hammer.
Used
I
to
do
use
know
a
how to
shoe,
use
but
it.
now she's got a hammer.
I've got a shoe too. All right. Welcome, everyone. It is Monday. No, it's Tuesday, November 28th. Call this meeting to order, and I've asked Tim to lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, let's do roll call.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trask.
I'm here. All right, item number 4. Do we have any public that would like to make comments today on items that are not on the agenda? Anyone in the Zoom room? Huh. All right, well, that was fast. Let's move on to item number 5, approval of the action agenda.
Madam Chair, I move for approval of the action agenda as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the action agenda as presented. Do we have comments?
I just thought of something. They may want to comment. They're here.
I think
And if
we
we
would
do it
allow
that
them.
way, then instead I'll make a different motion. I move that we pull item number 5.1 for a separate vote.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to remove item 5.1 for separate discussion and vote. All right, I'm going to call for the vote on items 5.2 and 5.3. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, item 5.1. This is the approval of the January 2022 through December 2025 collective bargaining agreement for Mason County Sheriff's Office Employees Guild Deputy Sheriffs. Do we want a briefing on this, or do we just want comments?
I'm curious if there's any comments, and then I'm sure we have a few.
Okay. Would anyone like to come up to the podium? State your name, please. And
Michael Sargent, I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office. I was on the negotiating committee for this contract. Been 29 years in law enforcement, and I've sat on every negotiation for every contract throughout my career in multiple agencies. This is a long contract because of a lot of things. It was a difficult one at times, but I believe that we came to a very good contract that both sides are very happy with at this point. It's my last contract. I can say that. Didn't say that I'm leaving, but somebody keeps pointing out, and I'll say my countdown is at 14.99 months today. So, but I think that this contract is going to be very good for the future of this agency. We're going to be able to retain deputies that we have and the knowledge. It's a very young agency, so keeping those few older that we got around here for more than 14.99 months is going to be very good. The ones that we're recruiting in are going to be people that can stay in the community and strive to be here for their 20-plus year career. And retaining that knowledge base is what our community needs. So I thank everybody from Human Resources and from the commission that sat here for the last 3 years, basically, to get this contract resolved. So thank you.
all right, anyone else?
Tim's thinking about it. He was starting to move. There he goes.
So Tim Ripp, president of the guild, sat with Michael Sargent and Chris Gaynor. The three of us worked extensively on this contract. Glad to see where it ended. At times it was frustrating at times, but spent a lot of vacations on Zoom and working through this, but it was worth it. And I really, this is not my last contract. But very happy on where we ended up. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say congratulations to everybody involved. The ability to stick after it and not give up, not bring up frustration, but to continue to negotiate to get to a good position is what's best for our community, and I appreciate everybody's effort and those that work behind the scene. Thank you.
All right, anyone else? Commissioners?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sis.
So, I want to say I'm very happy that we are exactly where we are. And because this is all voted on, there's a few things I can say that I'd like to get it out there and out of the way. We're basically where this commission cared a lot more than you may have known. It's a funny mechanism that we have to use in this country for negotiations and how they go from side to side. And it may surprise you to know that this commission wanted to get you where you are now almost 2 years ago. But because of negotiations and how they work, it sometimes can be very, very hard. We wanted you to be very well compensated. We wanted you to be protected. We wanted you to be proud, and we wanted to be able to bring other people in laterals. Believe me, that wasn't lost. Sheriff made sure that we knew, we wanted that from the beginning because we know that if you get low on people, that puts you in danger every single day. So just know that this commission cared a lot more than it may look like going through a process. The hardest part is we can't just look at each other and sit down and say, hey, you know what, let's do this. Imagine how easy things could be if it was that simple. You know, I'll buy you a beer, let's just go knock this one out. Or you don't like this one, let's go knock that out, you know? We just get it done. But that's not how things work. But I am very proud of our staff and of every one of you involved, because in the end, I think we did a phenomenal job. And I want to say to my commissioners that I serve with, I think you did a phenomenal job. This was a hard one all the way around because of different rules and regulations, things that are allowed. You did an exceptional job. Every single one of you did, and I'm going to leave it at that because I just can't tell you how proud I am of you, and I am very happy with the contract, and I can see why you would be too. It's good for everybody. Now let's just hope on any other future negotiations we have, we can find a way to get to this friendship and this agreement a lot earlier and easier. But thank you for everything you guys do every single day. Thank you for running in when everybody else is running out. Thank you for allowing me to go to work and leave my family knowing that they're going to be protected if something happens, because if you weren't there, I could not, and I would not. So God bless each and every one of you. So thanks for a great contract.
Yeah, I'll just kind of echo some of what Commissioner Netherland said. I appreciate the patience and the persistence from the Guild on getting to this point. You know, we're approving a contract that starts in January of 2022 here in November of 2023, and so that tells you, the length of the process. But you know, your ability to sit down and continue to work at it, even when those frustrations mounted, is greatly appreciated and not lost on any of the three of us. But I also want to thank Mary and Nicole and our HR team and Mark for you know, also doing everything on our side to be prepared for these discussions and to, you know, bring back good information to the commission, and so that we had everything available to us to try and get the best contract we could, which is what we do for every one of our bargaining units, all 15 of them in the county now. And so we wouldn't be able to be in this position if it wasn't for cooperation between labor and management. So thank you for that. Also, just you know, again, just appreciate everything you all do day in and day out in our community. We are a community that very much appreciates our law enforcement officers. I know I've spent time out on the road with some of you and gotten to see firsthand the challenges that you face, whether it's trying to help with you know, with supporting you in a contract, or with other tools and equipment that hopefully make life a little bit easier out on the road. We want to do that. We do that with, you know, on the correction side of the house as well, and make sure that you, who are the front line of our criminal justice system, where it all starts, that there aren't breakdowns on that side, and you know, we are able to provide a level of protection to our community that our constituents and the public can deserve. So Just really appreciate it. Thanks for being here today. Sometimes these are pretty quick and lonely votes, these meetings. We don't usually get a ton of people at these meetings, and so it's nice to be able to see all of you in here today, and hope that we get this signed here today and get ready for the next one.
Madam Chair, I forgot to thank one other person. if we
Nope,
can.
you had your chance.
Apparently, we had an interpreter in the very end. And I want to give some props to our interpreter. See, we speak one language, the union speaks another language, and everybody has something in between. And our undersheriff, from what I understood, stepped in the middle and interpreted for each of us. So I think we would be amiss to not thank you for that, because that may have been the piece that allowed this thing to start and move forward. Communication being everything, being able to understand each other makes a heck of a difference.
There's a difference between speaking commissioner and speaking cop.
Yep, absolutely, guaranteed.
Yeah, I'll just ditto what they said. You guys all know that I just love you. You've got a special place in my heart. And so wanted to thank you for everything, and I do want to ride in the Jenny. All right.
Easily arranged.
Sounds good. And couldn't have done it without some amazing people in this room too. So,
I guess.
and Kevin.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cabot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is he
he's
on?
not
Not on
there.
there. He's not there, but that's
Oh.
where we usually.
Pointer.
That's where we usually
That's
see
usually where we
Cabot
see
and
him.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Also, thanks to Misty in HR, she came in. We were kind of well into this negotiation, and so when everybody sees 9 a.m. Monday morning closed session for labor, just know that's when we were talking about it. Every
We were
Monday.
talking about you.
Yeah, so we'll have to figure out how else we're gonna fill that time now.
Oh, or do we have to? I don't know. All right. Anything else? Mark, do you want to say anything?
I think you guys covered it well, thank you.
No, I always have to ask because usually he'll say, wait, what about me?
Yeah.
No, we love you, Mark. All right, well,
One of
I'm
these
gonna-
days, that thing will be thrown over. That'll be interesting.
you might.
The cops will be here for a different reason.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you guys so much
Thank you.
for everything that you do. And tell all your brothers and sisters out there too. Okay. All right, brings us to the end.
Madam Chair, move we adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you guys, stay safe.
Mary?